Grand Rising, wonderful, beautiful, lovely, lovely later afternoon. Star Angel, always grateful to be here to do another wonderful spiritual intuitive video. Of course, it's an oracle reading, but most importantly, it starts within self. It starts with believing and trusting, cleansing, healing, change, different, anew, staying dedicated, loyal, faithful to the Holy Heavenly Spirit family of pure righteousness. Their clarity, they provide the strength, the guidance, the righteous directions, pure love, peace, harmony, balance, so many wonderful things. And they help you stay focused on what is righteous when it comes to your purpose, your destiny, and help you to embrace who you truly are when it comes to self-identity. But we thank you all always for tuning in. We thank you all for subscribing. I thank you for taking time out of your lovely day to even watch the videos. I hope you gain something positive, something inspiring, something motivating, loving, peaceful, different, grasping anew, a better understanding to seek within self when it comes to purpose, pure love, depending on what's righteous and not codependent on these bad spirits, as they say, unhealed entities in the flesh, very deceiving, very deceptive, very trickery. Temptation, we have to resist, as it's written and ordained. There's a spiritual warfare here. But again, we thank you all for tuning in. We're very grateful that you all subscribe. It's highly recommended to detach. Don't entertain these dark spirits and their way of life. It's a hindrance to your soul. It blocks your spirit from elevating, gaining true clarity, understanding real discipline, patience, moderation, law of free will, being a free spirit. Your intuition is one of the best gifts the Almighty Creator could have given people, but a lot of people do not utilize the intuition righteously because they are not awakened and they have cloudy vision, meaning you're not thinking correctly. You don't see things righteously. You have to detach and believe and trust in the unknown, what you don't see. Because believe me, when it comes to asking the Holy Creator and the Spirit family to intervene on your life and to put you on the righteous path and not be on the fool's journey when it comes to repeating here, your spirit cycles, people, places, and things, spiritual discernment. You understand spiritual interpretation of the tongue, the understanding of the Holy Creator and His guidance, His love, Him strengthening you, you understanding your self-worth, value, and you detach. You don't entertain the vanity way of this life. And again, you definitely resist temptation. But peace, love, and light to everyone always. Peace, love, and light to everyone. I love being awakened when it comes to my spirit, surrendering and allowing this wonderful journey that I've been on when it comes to loving self and not allowing my love to be traded, tricked, tempted, betrayed, backstabbed. You know, my heart is very big, but I love the spiritual boundaries, being grounded, being solid, and again, staying woke, alert, aware, focused, trusting and believing the spirit family and what's written and ordained for me. Absolutely ecstasy. I love it. Words can't even explain when it comes to being whole, complete, spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical. But thank y'all again for loving. We love to love. And we do appreciate those again that take time out, those that subscribe to the channel, those that when it comes to watching the beautiful videos, whether I go live or whether I upload, we hope that you take away something positive when it comes to the beautiful divine messages, the downloads. Absolutely. Connection, spiritual connection, co-creating. Almighty Creator when it comes to, and we just going with, as we know to do, go with the flow of the spirit family. Allow them to utilize me as the vessel. And when it comes to the physical, we always know to seek within, because we know the eyes is, the flesh is like, the flesh, unfortunate, can easily be tempted according to what the spirit family shown me when it comes to dark spirits and this spiritual warfare. And we know the physical eye is deceiving, so we always seek spiritual guidance, clarity, truth, honesty, righteousness. We basically seek the spiritual eye and what the spirit family tell us. And we ask for the understanding that is needed so we can be a doer in the physical righteously and always stay in harmony, spiritual, mental, emotional, and physically unified. When it comes to love, the heart, and the mind, Almighty Creator and beautiful spirit family, what true, lovely, divine messages for the wonderful people to help them understand spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical healing, co-creating, loving self, so they don't be misused, hurt, abused, heartbroken, sad, angry, all those feelings that is not of you, Almighty Creator. So let's talk about what the lovely people is thinking when it comes to their heart and mind. And I thank you, Spirit Family, for you all's clarity, because we believe and trust in everything that you show us. Someone, when it comes to their heart and their mind, they're sending mixed signals, and it's causing confusion, cloudy judgment. And when you send someone mixed signals, especially when it comes to people liking people, relationship, partnership, whatever, you know, you all meet and greet and things of that nature. Somebody playing on somebody's heart. And of course, that's not right. because it's not good to lead people astray. It's not good to play on people's emotions. Normally the result don't end well when you send out different signals, not being honest, not being straightforward when it comes to expressing how you feel. Just be honest. It's better to be honest than to lead people on, because that hurts. So for the person or people or whoever this message applies to, the Spirit Family is saying that it's not good to send mixed signals, because that causes blockages, that causes stagnation, that causes confusion. And of course, it's not right to play with people's heart and mind. Just be honest. Why is it so hard to be honest? I'd rather you be honest and tell me the truth about how you really feel versus lie just because you don't want to hurt my feelings. No, that's the wrong way to look at that for whoever thinks that way. It's better to just be honest and tell this person if you're not interested, you're not interested. If you don't like them the way they like you, it's not, like they say, equal compatibility. You don't see someone the way they see you. You're not attracted to them the way they're attracted to you. It's an easy way and a wonderful, simple way to express the truth. It's not hard. What's hard is how you lie when there's no need to lie. If you're not attracted to someone and they're attracted to you, don't play on their mind. Don't lead them on. Don't play with their heart. They'll respect you better for being honest than leading them on. And that'll help for you all to persevere versus the blockages that you're creating that you are not aware of. Because everything starts in the spirit realm first before anything occurs in this physical facade, illusional place. Someone needs to have a spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical cleansing. Someone's need to be healed. And in order to go through a beautiful healing, you have to want to go through solitude, detach, release, so you can get purified from within. And that'll be your spirit, your mental, your emotional, and your physical. And the more that you all, it's not bad to spend, as they say, some alone time, be in solitude. That's how the Spirit Family is able to, help you to hear them, understand them, and accept their guidance when it comes to assisting you, helping you. Allow them to intervene, navigate. They're in control. Allow them instead of blocking. And when you allow them, spiritual, wonderful, divine intervention, they'll help you to see clear, meaning your thoughts, your intuition, your heart will be healed, and you won't have to doubt, second guess, go back and forth mentally, debating within yourself, which turns into a inner battle over someone and how they feel about you or how they treat you, the spirit family will not allow you to suffer. They will, it's like they want the best for you, whether you understand it or not. And they want to see you healed. They want to see you having joy, peace, comfort, calmness, balance, stability, solid foundation. And in order for all of that, plus all the wonderful things that's destined for you to occur, you would have to want to go through a detachment and solitude to start anew, fresh start, clean slate, releasing it's like any people, place, or thing that would hinder you from being able to think clearly and see clearly so you can be aligned. Basically, first off, aligned within self, where you're not here, there, everywhere, distracted mentally, not able to do what's necessary physically as well because of how someone has somebody unfocused, because of the games they want to play when it comes to playing with people's heart. The spirit family will definitely help you to understand so you won't have to suffer and go through any of this. Someone want to apologize for what they did when it came to, this is like, they say a player energy. So someone must have fell for temptation, lusting, and they end up, again, hurting someone's heart, breaking someone's heart, playing games, not fully wanting to commit but wasn't being honest enough to admit it, and that end up stringing someone along. Somebody used somebody for convenience, but now they want to apologize for how they treated someone. They want forgiveness. Somebody feel a deep connection to someone, and it's a feeling that they never felt before. And this is a spiritual soulmate. And I do agree with the word soulmate because the spirit family shown me what that truly means when it comes to being complete whole within self first. Because the spirit family, you have to love them. As the Holy Spirit said, you love him first with all your soul, spirit, mind, heart, and body. Then you love self the same. And if it's meant to be, they'll bring you a physical law of attraction, divine connection in the physical. But it starts in the spirit first, not the other way around. But someone, they say they never knew a love like this before. So before they met this individual, and I understand why people find it hard to trust, be fully committed. And that's what occurred with this individual. Before they met the love of their life, is what they just said. So I'm hearing this person's thoughts. Before they met the love of their life, they was dealing with a lot of people that was not faithful, honest, a lot of tricksters. Like they say, a lot of wolves in sheep clothing. And then they came and met someone different and end up falling deep in love with this person, but they didn't admit it. It was like they had their feelings on guard, so they wasn't expressing themselves completely. Holding back is what they were doing, and they want to apologize for basically fully not committing to someone that was truly committed to them in ways that they said they can't even explain, but they know their love was real and pure. And they are sorry for hurting you, for betraying the bond, the chemistry, the love you all shared. Something very deep when it comes, and that's a spiritual sacred unity. And that's why this person said it's a love they never felt before, because the love that the Holy Spirit brings, and when he utilizes beautiful star angels, absolutely. Of course, the love is something you've never experienced because it's not from here. And it definitely ain't nothing from the flesh. Spirit family saying this person, the reason why they betrayed this beautiful connection was because they got tempted. And they fell for temptation. They end up lusting and they end up getting stuck. Caught up basically in the karmic curse. Excuse me. And they ran from a divine connection. Because again, they never dealt with nobody that was ever faithful to them. So when they end up meeting, however they met this other individual who they fell deeply in love with, they end up, that's why they sabotaged the connection, because this person brought on their own confusion. It was like a self-sabotage. So by them self-sabotaging the connection, they end up projecting in the same aspect. And that's how come they broke this person's heart. Because they allowed their own insecurities to get the best of them to ruin this connection. And and they said words is an understatement on how sorry they feel. They feel empty inside without this person. This person made them feel whole, complete. But see, the thing is, that's codependency. You have to already be whole and complete. So when you meet your soulmate, your better half, your other half of you, you're not codependent. You'll be able to righteously bond and build and elevate and grow deep, deeper than words. When it comes to relationship, togetherness, partnerships, unity, harmony. Somebody ran because they didn't understand that they prayed for a righteous woman, man, because this, we're not biased. This message could be for a man, this message could be for a woman. But they prayed. Spirit family said they prayed for this connection and they sabotaged it because they allowed lust to guide them, and it ended up destroying. Basically, they went and ended up being tempted by a lustful, succubus entity in the flesh, because again, they allowed their eyes. They allowed also, the spirit family said, their ego and being arrogant, macho. So this is a man. His looks, charm, he allowed all that. It's like he had the big head, a conceited individual. End up falling. They say the player got played. He fell for a trick by the dark spirits and ended up getting stuck. And he sabotaged a divine connection that he prayed for and ended up running. Scared, living in fear, and that's from the demonic energies. The demonic spirits had this individual living in fear. Fear of believing that who he was with before he cheated on them. He didn't believe that this individual was dedicated and devoted, faithful to him. Because again, he had a lot of serpents in his ear that tricked his mind up. And that's why he had foggy vision. That's why he wasn't able to see clear, think clear. And especially when you lust, it ain't nothing but, as they say, the devil's playground. Demonic spirits got a hold of that individual and started leeching and attacking, and had this person being dishonest, being deceptive, being a liar and cheater and things of that nature. Now that they, as they say, now that they have seen the light, so that means the spirit family has been putting some stuff on somebody's mind so they can see clear and go ahead and go through instead of hiding and lying about how they feel. You know, it's okay to express how you feel. It actually feels good to express how you feel instead of hold it in, because all you do is just hurt yourself. Holding it in. It's like it tear you up inside. Somebody was, they healing because they ended up, spirit family said they ended up falling, as far as falling on the fool's journey. So they end up getting lost. Their soul got lost when they fell for that Jezebel entity in the flesh. And when you're entertaining dark spirits and chasing and seducing and being seduced, the Holy Spirit, it's like you can't play both sides, as they say. You can't be over here wanting and saying you want someone that's faithful, loving, easy to get along with, somebody you can trust, somebody that you can build with, as y'all say, grow old with. And then on the other hand, you over here playing the field. Every time you wasn't around this individual, you was acting like you was single. And obviously you thought that it wasn't going to come out. This person likes to keep secrets too. See, they was doing a lot then. That's why the spirit family separated them. Because this person was very sneaky when it comes to doing a lot of things in the dark, as they say. Keeping them skeletons hidden in the closet. And he ended up catching law of karma and got himself caught up in his own trap. Basically what he was dishing out, it happened to him, but worse. That's why they say the player got caught up in his own trap. For lying and being a cheater and being deceptive, manipulative, playing on someone's heart. Somebody that was truly loving this person. And because they was the one that had the insecurity issues, the self-esteem issues, but didn't want to admit it, they end up sabotaging a connection that was actually sent, as they spirit family said, a connection that was sent from above. They say craving the wrong thing and end up getting caught up in something. Now they going through unexpected changes. And that's the spirit family intervening. This person getting some very hardcore lessons learned to them because they played on a prayer and they knew their prayer got answered. See, this person wasn't, it's like they wouldn't sleep to knowing who they had. They know they had Somebody that would, as they say, stick it out with them no matter what, the ups and downs. This person was there for them. Understatement on the words. And they say this person had this person back, this person had this person back, front, side to side, this person. It wasn't nothing that the person that got hurt, it wasn't nothing that they wouldn't do or wasn't doing for this individual until they found out that this person was playing them, sending them on a roller coaster when it comes to their heart and mind. And the things that this person was doing when it comes to all this betrayal that they was doing, it ended up only hurting them because you sabotaged a wonderful divine spiritual connection in the physical and thought that you was just going to move on like it'd be nothing. And the spirit family said, oh no, you fell for your own trap. Now you got to go through what you dished out. See, a lot of folks dish out stuff that they can't take. That mean be more, they say think before you act. You should be more mindful then. If you can't dish it, if you can't, take it, don't dish it. So, if you can't take being cheated on, lied to, tricked, manipulated, and any type of Decepticon thing that go on when it comes to what people do, then you shouldn't be out there doing it to other people if you don't want nobody to do it to you. So now this person, the one that, as they said, did the tricking and got tricked, because again, he fell for an entity because he was focused on the body, the outer, not knowing that he was laying with a cursed spirit, a toxic spirit. And the more he kept being attached, the more they kept tricking his mind up, stealing his energy, harvesting off him, keeping him stuck, being messy, as they say, being messy when it comes to his ways. And for the one that stepped away to go through the healing process, they're able to see things from a higher perspective. They don't have cloudy judgment. They don't have cloudy vision. They are slowly but surely going through a spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical healing process. And they see now that they was better off. Instead of being with this person, they're better off as far as separation. They see clear. There's no distraction. There's no type of like cloudy vision. And that's what helps when it comes to being in solitude. Because the spirit family will cleanse you. And when we say cleanse, we talk about something you have never experienced. Help you get aligned, rooted, grounded. They will uproot you from all toxic people, places, and things that goes against your purpose, who you are.
What time did you give the doctors that medicine? What time did you give the doctors that medicine?
This morning. Yeah, early this morning. So if she's trying to get me some more, then yeah, it's been way this morning. About I want to say about 7, 8. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. My apologies. I just had my one of my beautiful grandbabies, and had to make sure we on the same page that they're giving him his medicine. My baby not feeling too well, but we definitely got them healing hands on him, so he's all good. But yeah, back to the individual that stepped away because they said enough is enough. They chose themselves versus constantly being toyed with, cheated on, lied to. It's like manipulation, especially of the mind. And that has to do with spiritual manipulation. But somebody definitely sees now that they has walked away from all the burdens, the mess, the confusion, the frustration, the sadness, the anger. They understand like why they had to detach, why they had to separate, why they had to, you go your way, I'm gonna go mine, you do you, I'm gonna do me. Yeah, they understand. They definitely understand why this individual left them. See, they see things from, when I say higher perspective, that's because the spirit family has shown them the clarity when it comes to why it was necessary for them to detach from each other. Because, of course, the ether cords, too. And you don't want to be having no dark spirits lurking, stalking, attacking you, attaching a bad spirit to you, using you, leeching off your vibrant energy. And when this individual chose that succubus entity, the spirit family definitely detached them. Because spirit family already know they definitely weren't finna have that demonic entity attacking this other individual spirit because of what choices this person made when it comes to the one that was the Decepticon, the one that was sorry, the one, they say sorry, yeah, the one that did the hurting, the lying, the tricking, the cheating, the manipulating. Now they want to return and reconcile. Excuse me. They want another chance. They want to take a chance, take a risk. But they want to start anew. It's like leave the past in the past. Don't use it as a hindrance, as a weapon against them. Life is built off of lessons. Don't hold grudges. Don't be vengeful. But somebody want to make amends and reconcile for breaking somebody's heart. Because again, they said they messed up. They just said that I messed up. Somebody that elevated. This individual that the spirit family detached is a free spirit now. So they're not going to, so if this person that want to reconcile, you got to understand, reconciling means this person is a changed person. And that means their spirit has gotten cleansed, where they're not going to tolerate, accept any type of betrayal. They basically like, you have to come 100 or don't come at all. They say you have to come as a changed person, not acting, not pretending, not having all these different connections with all these different other people. They say leave the outsiders out. Somebody then took a leap of faith on self. So they basically is saying now that they've elevated and grown, They're not just going to accept the BS that they was putting up with before, because again, they are new, and they're new from within themselves, and they're definitely confident. As the spirit family keep elevating this person, they're not going to tolerate. They say they not tolerating no okey doke, no BS, no drama, no burdens, other people's mess, the gossip, the lies, the rumors, the cheating, none of that toxic, like nothing toxic, period, when it comes to people, places, or things. So this person that want to reconcile, you definitely should take into consideration, and we mean deep consideration. Make sure you ain't got no baggage. Make sure, as they say, your plate is clean. Make sure you ain't holding on to no old friends. As they say, women, make sure you ain't holding on to no old, men, friendships, as y'all call them, women. Nothing against. That's something to say. Women, cut the other women off, because that's, nothing against. That ain't righteous, no way. But when it comes to this man that want to reconcile, make sure you didn't cut all your little female friends off, because this player definitely was a ladies' man. And that's another reason this person saw that too. They knew that he was a player. They knew he was a ladies' man, but they were still in love with him. They tolerated a lot out of this person. But now that they have went through an awakening and took a leap of faith on self, they're not going to tolerate all that they tolerated before. So for you that want to reconcile, again, make sure you ain't got no baggage. Make sure your plate clean and you ain't holding on to no past people, places, or things. Somebody said some hurtful words that caused this individual to, they say, walk out the door. Be mindful that dark spirits be chasing pure-hearted individuals, because again, they want to attack your heart. They want to attack you. They want to devour, deplete your beautiful vibrational essence, your beautiful, lovely white light. And if you have your heart chakra open, be mindful about this individual that's trying to come back and reconcile. Don't let them play on your heart again. Use spiritual discernment. And definitely express how you feel, so it's not no misunderstandings. And that's on both parts. Y'all need to communicate very clear on what you want. Whatever y'all call it, expectations. But for the one that know they have a pure loving heart, don't let this individual come back, try to reconcile, and then you notice the pattern repeating itself. Or you see the warning signs. Don't ignore the warning signs. Stay alert, stay aware. It's beautiful to have your chakras open, but also keep the healthy boundaries, because you don't want to be attacked. You don't want to be attaching toxic spirits to you that's going to attack you. And before you know it, your joy, your peace, and all the wonderful gifts that the Holy Creator bestowed in you, they're trying to disturb, hinder you. And then don't allow this person to play mind games when it comes to trying to point the finger, guilt trip, make you feel like you done something to hurt the connection. Say, they got to take accountability. Don't allow them to come back just pointing the finger, blaming you, talking about it was your fault. You told me to leave, so I left. No. You cheated. So you had no choice but to leave. Enough is enough. We're breaking hearts. Laying here, laying there, doing this, doing that with all these different people that this player was doing. So they need to take accountability. Yeah, they're sorry. But it'd be very best, like, a person could say they sorry, but what are you sorry for? You know, do they got a problem with admitting what they do? Because this sounds like someone that don't like to take accountability. And yeah, they apologize, but they ain't gonna apologize for how they broke your heart and what they did to you. And just breaking your heart, they did a lot, the spirit family said. Behind your back. They backstabbed you, they betrayed you. Yep, they're going through karma. So be mindful of that. They are going through karma because of what they done. They thought because you didn't see it or you didn't hear about it or you ain't catch them doing they dirt, that the spirit family wasn't watching them and how they was treating you. As you stand, as we said, dedicated, loyal, loving, sweet, caring, kind, generous, gentle with this individual, all the wonderful things plus, they was out here again being a whole hoe out here, like real talk. Taking care of a lot of different homes, they say. And they thought that what they was doing wasn't going to catch up with them. Now they got to pay their debt. Because you can best believe, when you sign up, as the Holy Spirit says, when you sign up for these contracts, you can best believe you got to pay your debt. You got to pay your debt. So this individual is upset too, the one that want to reconcile. That means that they are not healed. If they're still upset or bitter or sad or hurting, anything, any of those type of feelings, ways, and then they come to you expressing that they sorry but want to give you a half apology and then turn that apology into blaming you, then you be mindful, honey. This person going through karma. So that means that they're not healed. And someone has definitely outgrown them and their ways. This person that has stepped away and chose to get they self healed and together has outgrown this individual and how they are. Like, this person outgrown this individual, so they're not gonna tolerate none of what this person was doing to them before. Like this person said, I could do bad by myself. I don't need nobody helping to bring me down, they say. This person that has fertility, growth, that means they're growing. They say they don't need to backtrack and have nobody bringing them back down, putting them in that. They was in a place, they said, within themselves that they don't want to ever be in again. Say they lost their self loving this individual that was out here playing the field, pretending, misleading, conniving. This individual that ran away from a spiritual connection to go chase a lust entity in the flesh. Right now, like we explained, they're in fear. And it's up to them to want to ask the Holy Spirit and the Spirit family to help them to get out of fear and rejection. This person don't like being rejected. That's why they have a hard time with expressing themselves, because they feel if they express how they feel that they're going to be turned down. So they end up holding in their feelings, which is basically self-sabotage, because it's going to eat you up. Like, I don't know how they say it no better, but you go through some when you don't express and just hold it in, and it keep building and building and building. It play on your mind. And that ain't nothing but dark spirits keeping somebody stuck in a form of fear But they got a fear of rejection. That's the fear. And you should ask the spirit family, because that's fake energy that the dark spirits are trying to appear real when it comes to this demonic spell work that they be doing. But they got someone, they got a hold of this person. This person is going through their law of karma. And they say someday, they say they'll be back. Not today, because they ain't ready. But I just heard someday I'll be back. But the spirit family said not today, because this individual going through law of karma for what they did and what they kept continually to do. They was on purpose ignoring their intuition just to feed their lustful desires. All right, lovely people. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Divine Spirit family. We're going to do, as we already know, beautiful message for healing, motivation, inspiration, uplifting your mind, your body, your heart. Staying focused. Listen to your intuition. It's a wonderful guide. Beautiful tool guide. As they say, your intuition is your best friend if you allow. Don't push the river, let it flow. That means go with the ebb and flow. The water elemental guides will help cleanse you. That way you're not resilient, but you definitely stay resistant. When it comes to boundaries, you have healthy boundaries. Follow what lights you up. Absolutely. Whatever it is that make you feel so wonderful inside that words can't express, that's the direction you should be going. And that's the path you should stay on. That peace, that joy, that love, whatever it is that make you feel like what they say, it feels so good to feel good. Keep going in that direction. Keep going with the flow of that feeling. Because that's the spirit family showing you that real love. What words can't express, but you just embrace. Allow yourself to connect with what you are passionate about. These three go right together. That's the spirit family communicating with you. And that means continually to spiritual, mental, emotional, and physically grow and elevate so you can keep ascending righteously. Stand dedicated and devoted, co-creating with the Holy Spirit and the spirit family and what's written and ordained for you when it comes to your destiny, when it comes to your purpose, when it comes to self-identity, and when it comes to co-creation and creation. Take care, beautiful people. Y'all stay safe, stay alert, stay aware, and stay out the way. This is spiritual warfare. Don't get caught up in it. Peace, love, and light. Especially don't get caught up into being on the toxic side. The demonic. Don't be no demonic puppet. Don't keep allowing them to use you, abuse you, devour your spirit. Go through a beautiful transition, an awakening, detach, so you can truly elevate and reap law of reward, law of abundance. Take care, beautiful people.